Welcome back to The Search is Over, an iGEMStv podcast. I'm John Fitzgerald and happy to be your guide to engaging movies and series. This Monday's Labor Day, so to celebrate, we've made a collection commemorating the contributions of everyday workers and their role in building better lives for themselves and the people around them. And with the U.S. Open tennis tourney this weekend, we have a new documentary about one of the best and most infamous tennis players of all time coming to Showtime. And one of the funniest and most acclaimed directorial debuts of the year comes to streaming platforms. So let's start there. And kick things off with Funny Pages. A teenage cartoonist rejects the comforts of his suburban life and leaves home, finding an unwilling teacher and an unwitting friend in Wallace, a former low-level comic artist. Clearly inspired by the legendary documentary Crumb, actor Owen Klein's first film behind the camera is a razor-sharp comedy that uses its deadpan style and provocative comic book drawings to draw out the most uncomfortable of laughs and interrogate how much a piece of art can reveal about the artist behind it. Here's the trailer.
I've had a lot of time to think, and I made the decision I'm not going to go back to school after winter break.
What?
Ooh, ain't got no home.
Obviously, you need to hear this. You're already at a professional level of drawing for what you want to do. Everything in your portfolio needs to be very clearly coming from who you are.
I ain't got a home.
All my heroes didn't go to college.
Do you know what you get with the GED? You know what kind of job you would get?
What?
Gas station.
I'd love to work in a gas station.
You know, I'm looking at a place in Trenton later.
Whoa. Trent?
Where would I be staying?
Steven's room. Hi there.
Hey.
Robert, meet our friend Wallace. So, it says here you worked for a company called Image.
Years ago.
Wait, Image Comics?
I wasn't an artist. Nobody get all excited.
What would it take for a drawing lesson, honestly? You consider yourself a cartoonist, right? I'd pay you. How much?
This is really crazy for me. I've just never met a professional cartoonist before. That's a big deal.
I know.
You need to be harder on yourself, Miles. If you want to get someplace, you gotta be harder on yourself.
Ring a bell? Who's that?
That's my friend Wallace. I forgot to tell you I invited him.
Damn it.
Look, I don't know you or what you're capable of. What's going on in there? Robert, open the door!
He's a horrible man.
What happens if you come out ruined, which is what's going to happen?
It's meant to be fun.
That's why they call them the funnies. They don't call them the funnies for no reason.
You can see Funny Pages on Apple TV, Google Play, Vudu, and Amazon. Next up, Adopting Audrey. An adult woman puts herself up for adoption and forms a bond with the patriarch of her adoptive family. Based on a true story, this film has a strange premise, but sticks the landing with empathetic characterization and a heartfelt performance by Jenna Malone as a lonely woman desperate for a sense of belonging. Here's the trailer.
Hi, my name's Audrey, and I'm looking to be adopted.
How'd your parents die, Audrey?
My parents aren't dead.
Then why are we adopting you?
You don't do good phone work.
I disagree.
That's what it says here. It says you're better not dealing directly with people.
What else does it say?
Maybe my beauty was only
Otto, this is Audrey.
Nice to meet you.
On deathbed, a crow beside me, scavenger king. My body, a savage thing.
You are sane, approximately.
As sane as you are.
And every corner, and every glade, and every part, never took.
Measure twice, cut once.
Turn out because
Tell you something about me. I move around a lot. I get someplace and things are working out, then they just stop working out.
Everyone, give the steaks to me. I'm going to finish cooking them correctly. Give it to me, all of them.
I'm talking to you
As if you are my child. I've forgotten how disagreeable that is.
I think it's time for me to go.
You ever feel like that, where you're just ready to see something else?
I mean, volcanoes.
You could see Adopting Audrey on Google Play, Apple, Vudu, and Amazon. And finally, McEnroe. Nobody embodied the rock star era of tennis more than John McEnroe. The original bad boy of the sport, McEnroe is famous not only for his epic matches, but also for his confrontations on and off the court. Accompanied by interviews with icons like wife Patti Smith, Keith Richards, Billie Jean King, and Bjorn Borg, the legendary tennis ace gives an unflinching account of his triumphs, struggles, friendships, and rivalries. John McEnroe remains one of the most interesting figures in sports history, and this documentary refuses to shy away from this often abrasive behavior during matches and boundless talent, and how both have followed him in the years since his retirement. Here's the trailer.
You have to develop an edge to be great at something. I got that. And then, boom, there's something clearly wrong.
You doing your job, umpire?
You're pathetic! How much bigger a point can you screw it up with? Couldn't you see anything?
From New York, John McEnroe.
You either loved him or hated him, but you could not be aware of John McEnroe.
I didn't want to be booed. I wanted everyone to clap for me. But if I wanted to be like my idols,
There's a foot over the line!
I did learn you gotta be a bit of a lunatic out there.
You cannot be serious!
Who doesn't mind yelling at an umpire, man?
Go around the world, meet girls, and party. I was in such an unbelievable high. #1 in the world. I'm the greatest player that's ever played. Why does it not feel that amazing? You always worry you're too much like your dad. He was a perfectionist. That's my biggest flaw. I was melting down. 37 psychologists and psychiatrists didn't help. It felt like there was no way that it could get worse, but it proved to be incorrect.
John's a perfectionist. In his head, it's never good enough.
I would dwell on tennis matches when I could have been a better dad. That's the worst feeling. You always hear, do whatever it takes to win, at any cost.
Championship to McEnroe!
Is it all worth it?
You could see McEnroe on Showtime. On the series side, we kick things off with Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power. Set thousands of years before the events of the Lord of the Rings trilogy, this series begins during a time of relative peace and covers all the major events of Middle-earth's Second Age. The forging of the Rings of Power, the rise of the Dark Lord Sauron, the fall of the island kingdom of Númenor, and the last alliance between elves and men. The biggest budget show in television history, yes, Amazon committed $1 billion to this series. This prequel more than does justice to the original Peter Jackson-directed trilogy, using its massive scope, incredible special effects, and grand cast of characters to great effect. Here's the trailer.
My brother gave his life hunting the enemy. His task is now mine.
Speak your truth. We already know.
Stand with me. Ours was no chance meeting.
Search your mind.
Not fate.
It's written in gold.
Nor destiny. Ours was the work of something greater.
Don't say no. Let it out, fall it out. And we'll take the embrace and steal it.
Each of us, everyone, must decide who we shall be.
I am not the hero you seek.
Whatever it was you did, be free of it.
One day this will be your kingdom. Raise your sail and then let go.
Choose not the path of fear, but that of faith.
One thing we can do, better than any creature in all Middle-earth, we stay true to each other with our hearts even bigger than our feet. We can survive this, you and I.
Commander! Wait!
No! We keep moving!
Why do you keep fighting?
There is a tempest in me.
You have fought long enough, Galadriel. Put up your sword.
Without it, what am I to be?
You can see Lord of the Rings of Power on Amazon Prime. Next up, Mo. In Texas, Mo straddles a line between two cultures, 3 languages, and a pending asylum request while hustling to support his Palestinian family. Comedian and actor Mo Amer plays the titular role in this comedy based on his own life and is one of the first series to center around Palestinian American refugees and the difficulties in adjusting to America and trying to gain citizenship. Here's the trailer.
Mo, hi! Assalamu alaikum.
No, we don't have to do that.
Great to see you. Hey, you can keep your shoes on, Mo.
No, that's gross.
Oh, okay. Well, come on in.
Yeah, what it do, folks? You're out just riding in the Chevy with the roof low.
How you doing, brother? Let me show you something.
Hanging with the groove.
Why you need to sell that crap?
Selling merch is the only thing I can do without papers. I need to support my family. Petrol Emotion. It's my last one. Last one.
Real low.
Islam is real practical. You can talk to G.O.D. anytime.
You should go to church with me someday.
What is the Trinity, though? Please explain it to me.
What's el Padre, el Hijo, el Espíritu Santo? Amén, el Padre,
What is
el
it? No,
Hijo,
don't do
el
that.
Espíritu
No, astaghfirullah, don't do that.
ما لقيتش بكل البلد محامية فلسطينية، ما لقيتش غير واحدة من بولندا.
بدك اياها تشلح الكندرة، طيب احكي لها. She said she really loves your hair.
Thank you.
She wants you to take your shoes off and she wishes you weren't Polish.
Joking.
A lot of jokes. I've never been to Palestine. I don't have citizenship there. I don't have citizenship here. I'm like a refugee-free agent.
Would you like to try some chocolate hummus?
You say chocolate hummus? You just insulted my grandmother.
Lo siento, I did not know that hummus was Mexican.
You keep thinking that you have to do all this stuff alone, and you don't. You got us, and you got your family.
Hey, who the hell are you?
I got drugs in the car. Where I come from, olive theft is a huge problem.
Yeah, where's that?
Palestine?
Damn, that's a couple hours away.
No, not Palestine, Texas.
Israel, man. Israel. Oh, shalom.
Yeah, it's a real braining issue.
You could see Mo on Netflix. And finally, Pantheon. Bullied teen Maddie begins receiving messages from a mysterious stranger that claims to be her recently deceased father, David. His consciousness has been uploaded to the cloud after an experimental brain scan, and it turns out he's not the only one. Inspired by an anthology of science fiction stories, this series doesn't hold back from depicting a world where futuristic technology runs amok, with little regard to the human cost. The show's animation is gorgeous and a vivid reminder that the medium can often be more mesmerizing than live-action titles laden with CGI. Here's the trailer.
The true breakthrough will come not when we create an artificial intelligence that can think, but one that can feel.
I think Logarithms faked my dad's death and is holding him hostage.
Logarithms? The microchip company?
I heard they're testing a program to upload human brains.
Why expand machine intelligence when we've got the best operating system right here?
This is dangerous tech. You don't want to play with it.
Hi, kiddo.
Dad.
I want to show you something.
How can we be human without a body?
Time moves different for us.
Now you can say holy shit.
Holy shit.
Right now, we are the only uploads. But soon there will be others. A future where we are not alone.
This is bigger than your dad or you or me. You don't understand about who these people are or what they're capable of.
I and the others like me cannot be trusted with this power.
There's going to be war, and you have to choose what side you're on.
We were human. We are gods now.
You could see Pantheon on AMC+. And we do have a Black Diamond this week with the Tsugua Diaries. 3 friends pass their time in the spacious farmhouse where the dog days of summer are filled with dancing, chores, disturbed sleep patterns, building projects, the sound of cicadas, and flirtations. This film was shot in Portuguese language and is available with English subtitles. Made during the COVID-19 quarantine, this wonderfully shot Portuguese film is one of the most playful movies in recent memory, teasing out deeper layers to the character's everyday tasks and never taking itself too seriously. You can see the Tsugua Diaries on Mubi. And yes, this is Labor Day weekend, and we're paying tribute to the contributions workers that have represented the strength and helped the well-being of our country for many, many years. Why not celebrate these heroes through cinema? We're covering the spectrum, from Oscar-winning classics like On the Waterfront and Norma Rae to documentaries such as Roger and Me. One way or another, these selections have stories and themes that connect back to life on the job. And that is a wrap for the iGEMStv Guide this week. Hope you enjoy these selections. Have a great holiday weekend, and until next time, the search is over.